Jacob.
Kobe.
Cool.
Welcome to the Album Audit. Imagine yourself on a nice summer day at a family barbecue. Music is blasting, kids are running around, the smell of burgers and hot dogs fills the air from the grill. The next song plays. You hear the fast strumming of a guitar. The humming of a man fills the yard, yelling, "Stay."
We are reviewing
Before these crowded streets.
Yeah.
So
That's
clearly,
it, by Dave
there's only
Matthews.
one person here that really knows everything about this album.
Come on.
Not,
Y'all should have been locked in and listened.
I'm sorry I was zoned out.
Dude,
Yeah,
this
yeah, so-
album was boring me out.
Seriously, okay, so tell me about that.
Yeah. Why was it boring?
The Middle Eastern music was the only good part.
Really?
It was
Can
just
you
like
describe the Middle Eastern?
Yeah.
Like, can you go more depth into
Yeah,
the Middle
well,
I
Eastern?
don't, I
I
don't know if
don't
we
understand.
really should right now.
Yes,
It was
please.
just interesting, you know. It was kind of different,
How?
you know. Yeah. I don't-
No, I know what you mean. Like songs like The Last Stop and stuff like that have it uses like Middle Eastern scales that aren't as popular in Western music, and it's interesting. It's different. But yeah, I would say it's good. I'm a huge fan of this album. It's one of my favorites. I think some of the best highlights on the album are Pig, the 10th track,
Pig. Who
Crush.
named their album Pig?
That's
It's
not an
a-
album.
it's-
It's,
it's
a
a
song.
It's not album.
It's called Pig. And then there's one called Crush, and there's one called
Like-
Stay
like
Wasting
the
Time.
drink?
Crush. I think it's spelled the same, yeah. But
It's
yeah,
like, I love that drink
Crush.
so much. It's
And
better
then,
than Fanta. It's gonna be so real.
Okay, this is a
and
music.
then we got before these. Oh my God.
got this.
Stay Wasting Time. That's what it is. And I think some of those songs are the best on the album. And but yeah, it definitely has its weird stuff. Like I really don't like Halloween.
I
That's
feel
a
like
typical-
this is more a background noise album to a lot of people,
Yeah.
rather
Really?
than.
I agree with
I
you
feel like so.
much.
Say you're like in the, say, as I brought up, the backyard or a family, or like you're just kind of working in around your house. You kind of can have this on the background. It's just.
Yes.
I can see
agree
that.
so much
I
with
feel
you.
like it's more.
It's definitely a very good sit down listen because, like, even if you talk to Mr. Moore, he's right across the hall from us in the entrepreneurship section. His two favorite songs by Dave Matthews are both on Before These Crowded Streets, Crush and The Stone. And those are really good songs, but I think it really depends on your perspective and what you expect out of the song and out of the album as a whole. Because I would really love to sit down and listen to some of them, but it's also one of those where I'd put it on in the background.
Thing is, I'm not the biggest Dave Matthews fan. That's the thing. That's probably why I didn't feel engaged. I mean, you always have to start somewhere in listening.
Right.
But like,
And I'd say if for starting out for the first time, there's definitely better albums to start out with. Under the Table and Dreaming and Crash are two of his most popular albums, and I think they're great. But I recommended this one last episode on a whim because it's one of my favorites personally, but I could see how it's not for everybody.
I got two things because we're talking about Dave Matthews. A friend of mine, he texted me 2 songs that he wanted us to like listen to, and I just want to hear your like opinion. You probably might.
Ooh, okay, so yeah, these 2 songs we have Warehouse and Typical Situation, and they're not on this album.
Yeah, I know. I just wanted to like bring it up because like we don't have a lot to talk about this album. It's gonna be honest.
don't have a lot to talk about this.
Yeah.
episode.
We do
Okay.
not have a lot to talk about.
Well, we have more to talk about for sure, but I think Warehouse is a very good song, and the other one was Typical Situation. I don't listen to that one as much, but it's, in my opinion, more of a deep cut. Like, it really hits, but it's not as known, I would say, but he still plays it a lot at shows. And then Warehouse is great. That one's always a good listen.
Let's talk
Can you
about.
kind of describe the songs like briefly, just so the viewer can kind of get a.
Warehouse is very jammy, if that makes sense. When he plays that song, he really panders to the audience. There's like stops in between for the audience to yell in between each riff at the beginning of the song. So he really panders to the audience with that. And then Typical Situation is just one of those that he'll play and everyone likes to hear it. And it may not be everybody's first choice when they think of Dave, but it's definitely a good song.
And Cole, you want to continue what you're
Yeah,
saying?
let's talk about what our favorite song in this album was.
I feel like Stay. I just had that family kind of.
Yeah, Stay a While.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the theme of the song. It's definitely a good one. One of my favorites for sure. I'd say my favorite on the album is probably Pig. I think it's great. I mean, seriously, it doesn't get any better than that. It's not played as often, but I think that's what makes it kind of so special. It's not played at shows as often, and yeah, I don't know. It's just one of those that just really hit for me. And yeah, they played it this year at Deer Creek, at the Ruoff Music Center.
Deer Creek, where's that
And
at?
that's in Noblesville.
Okay,
That's
that's what I
Ruoff
thought.
Music Center, and that I saw them this year, and I saw them 2 years ago. Can't remember if they played it 2 years ago, but they definitely played it this year, and it was great. Like, it was probably my favorite song of the night.
So I know we're kind of ask a few questions about your listening experience as a first, because I know we briefly touched up on it on the beginning, but I want more in depth on this Eastern European.
Rapunzel? That's the song name.
Rapunzel, really? I wouldn't even consider that European. It just is
European?
European, Middle Eastern,
Middle Eastern is not
Asian.
No,
Like,
come on, lock it
yeah,
in.
that's my fault. I'm
Yeah.
kind of tired today.
Good.
I'm running a little slow. Anyways, I wouldn't even consider Rapunzel like that Asian Middle Eastern theme.
I have to listen to it.
Rapunzel is more, in my eyes, I mean, I guess it comes down to your personal opinion, but Rapunzel to me is just like interesting. It has a weird time signature. It's
I
not
feel like-
everybody's favorite, but it's really good.
I
in
feel like
my
that was one of
opinion.
the songs that I kind of zoned out more into
Yeah,
work while
it's
listening
right-
to it,
It's pretty close
rather
to the top.
than just like.
Yeah, it's definitely good though, and my I go to a music school, and one of my coworkers there, he's a drummer. He's been drumming for a long time. He's having trouble learning that song because it's in like 4/4, but it has these random stops and breaks throughout that make it so like interesting to listen to, and that's what I like about it. I wouldn't consider it Middle Eastern. I would consider like the last stop. That one is, to me, it sounds Middle Eastern. But I still think it's a great song. I think it's one of the best on the album. So
Well, let's give a review, like our ratings, and then let's wrap it up with our vote.
this album is timeless for me. I've liked it since I was a little kid. I'm a huge Dave Matthews fan. I'm gonna have to give this album a 9 out of 10.
Cody?
So as a newer listener, in how we kind of all listen to it differently, I give it a good 7. If I sat down, I would probably give it a little bit of a higher score, but I was just, I'll give it a good 7.
Jacob's gonna hate me for this, but I'm gonna have to give it a 5.
Wow.
Can you give,
Yeah,
why?
tell us why.
It's just some of the songs were good. It just wasn't like after listening to Dark Side of the Moon in our last episode, it's just hard to like every
does
song-
hit
change,
different.
every song like being so good, and then listening to this album and it being like some songs
just kinda
are, like,
feel
mid,
disconnected.
Yeah,
and
and
some of them are good.
And it's also, there's more of a disconnect there because with Dark Side of the Moon, it's very cohesive and everything's planned out. But with this, it's, like they're jamming it as they go. They're writing this on the fly in a way. It's still one of their most produced albums, but it sounds crazier from someone with your standpoint who's used to this cohesive flow through an album.
All right,
Um,
so
let's
So I
do
definitely,
it.
I can see that.
I'm going again with Don't Tap the Glass. We gotta
Okay.
do this.
I have kind of shifted my change from that. I would love to do, I know you're probably going to hate me for this, I really want to do After Hours by The Weeknd. I know Jacob hates The Weeknd, but
I don't
I've never actually listened
hate
to a
The
Weeknd album.
Weeknd, but
After Hours is like one of my favorite albums, so
I don't hate The
Mm.
Weeknd, but I don't know. There's something about him that I don't like. The lead guy kind of looks weird.
the lead.
Didn't he get like plastic surgery and now his jaw's all weird?
No, that was just for a video. It wasn't like
Then never mind.
All right.
But I would say my album has to be Talking Book by Stevie Wonder.
Ooh, okay, wait, hold on.
We're over here doing Stevie Wonder songs.
So,
Stevie Wonder's amazing. One of the best
Cole,
musicians
what
of
do
all
you
time.
what do you vote for?
Oh, I want to do Don't Tap the Glass so bad.
Do you want to, Jacob?
What's your vote, Kobe?
I, as a person that has loved Tyler since Flower Boy, I kind of want to do Don't Tap the Glass as a second, not a second listen to, but like a second sit down and listen to, rather.
Okay.
I
Well,
have to
then
listen to it
then I
again.
won't vote against it because I will lose anyways. We'll do Don't Tap the Glass.
Don't Tap the
next
Glass.
Episode.
Oh, Don't Tap the
2025
Glass.
by Tyler the Creator.
This will be my first ever listen to it as well. So I've
that's
never
gonna be
heard this
awesome.
album. So next episode you will hear a fresh listener who doesn't really listen to rap react to Don't Tap the
I wouldn't
Glass.
say it's rap. I would say it's hip hop.
It's-
But
it's
okay.
Rap,
both,
hip
yeah.
hop, yeah. Okay. They're kind of interchangeable in a way.
Yeah.
But
All
yeah,
right.
for sure.
We'll
So-
see you guys next time on the Album Audit.